Welcome back mga kabarangay dito po sa ating podcast, sa ating YouTube channel, ang PhD channel, ang Philippine Diversity Channel. Ako po ang inyong kaibigan, Simpapoy ng inyong Kuya Rene na bumabati po sa inyo ng magandang gabi mula po dito sa Aotearoa, New Zealand. At bagamat ngayon po ay tinaguri ang Agosto, yung buwan ng Agosto ay tinaguri ang buwan ng wika, meron po tayong mga kapanayam na actually na-meet ko sila sa Pilipinas nung nandun ako a couple of months ago. Talagang sabi ko magkita tayo dahil una dapat kami mag-podcast hindi natuloy dahil technical issues. So yun, parang medyo kumislap pa. Kaya nagkita kami at may kasama pa siya ibang dalawang writers, no? Kaya minarapat ko na gawin nating itong podcast dahil alamin natin ang kanyang kwento. Siya po isang published author. 3 na yata yung libro niya or more na naisulat at nailathala at naipublish. At alamin natin ang ating kakwentuhan. Pasok na natin sa stream si Vitena Vivar or more popularly known as, medyo nawala si Vitena, si Vitz, no? Ano siya, mas kilala siya sa, hindi naman kilala, yung nickname niya ay Vitz, no? Parang yung aking yumaong brother-in-law na si Vittorio na si Vitz Hernandez, no? So alamin natin, no? Antayin lang natin, babalik siya sa stream. Okay, kung nandiyan na si Vitz, ang ating makakapanayam. Hindi na kaya
Yes, hello po.
naririnig ni Vitz.
Hello po, Kuya.
Hello,
Good
can you hear me?
afternoon
Good afternoon.
Ayan.
Medyo may technical issues tayo. Pero welcome Vitena or Vitz, no, dito sa ating podcast. Kumusta ka na? Kumusta ka ngayon dyan sa Quezon City?
Okay naman po ako dito sa lugar na tinitirahan ko, pero dito, generally dito sa Manila, sobrang mabaha, maulan for more than 2 weeks na.
2 weeks
And
na? Wow.
ayaw ko magsabi na, opo, 2 weeks. And luckily dito sa tinitirahan ko is medyo above level konti yung location. So, safe naman. Pero, but overall, medyo nakakaabala talaga ang ulan sa lahat kasi ang transportation, work, hindi mahirap mag-travel, maghanap buhay sa ganitong sitwasyon ngayon dito sa Manila. So, pero ako naman, still trying to...
Kaya pa naman, no? Nakakayanan pa ng powers ni Vitz yung sitwasyon ngayon. At tayo ay nananalangin na sana po ang ulan ay tumigil na at ng people will normally go back to their usual routine, no? At dyan sa Metro Manila. So, Vitz, just a background about you, no? Taga saan ka ba sa Pilipinas? May probinsya ka ba, Vitz?
Opo, pero ako, I am originally from Mindanao, sa Zamboanga del Sur. So, nagbibisaya din ako. Yan yung another dialect ko dito. And, but hindi talaga ako from Mindanao. It's like, galing ako sa Saudi, pinanganak doon, tapos, after probably 6 years old, napunta sa Cebu, and then later on, napunta sa Mindanao, tapos napunta sa Luzon. So, parang inaano ko na marami na akong address.
Marami ka ng address.
Pero along the way, nakakuha din ng mga nakakuha din ng inspirasyon din sa mga taong nakakasalamuha ko, mga ganun. Okay din naman.
So yung bawat lugar kung saan ka nag-i-stay, so it enriches your life, and so siguro yung pagsusulat, Vitz, ano? Okay, so ano ang tinapos mo sa kolehiyo, Vitz, para sa kaalaman ng ating mga viewers?
Ako po ay nagtapos ng Bachelor of Science in Nursing sa
Mhm.
Capital University, nasa Cagayan de Oro po iyon. At
Okay.
yeah, malayo po din. Oo. Sobrang lokal. Doon ako like high
Mhm.
school,
Yung ano,
college
and
sa
college.
Mindanao. But elementary years ko sa Cebu.
Mhm. Yung ano, Vitz, yung pagiging nurse mo, were you able to practice it?
Yes po, I was able to work as a nurse for 3 years in 2 different hospitals. Ay,
Mhm.
dalawang ospital. Kailangan pala mag-Tagalog. Anyway,
Hindi,
so,
okay lang,
ay,
Taglish, Tagalog, English, gano'n, konting Bisaya,
oo,
okay lang 'yan. Kuwentuhan lang 'to.
nahal. Okay, tatandaan ko yan na okay lang. Yun nga, balik ko sa kwento. So, yun, dun ako sa, 2 hospitals sa Mindanao.
Mhm.
And after that, I volunteered to take good care of my brother. Kasi may kapatid pa akong may autism and he is very
Mhm.
dependent. Like, functionally, he is not capable of living by himself. So, I
Mhm.
volunteered to take good care of my brother for a couple of years before. But during that time, habang may oras ako, habang nag-aalaga sa kapatid ko, I was able to, parang napaisip ako, what if I pursue my passion in writing? So,
Hmm.
yung first book ko, I was able to write during that time, which is in English. And, ayun, patuloy na parang sinubukan kong tahakin yung daan na iyon, which is
Mhm.
it is a hobby pero parang tinutuloy-tuloy ko na lang siya. And,
Okay.
yeah, after that, med mm,
So
nag-take ako ng
etong
risk para
mhm.
ma-publish. So, lumipat ako dito sa kanila.
Mhm. So etong book na 'to 'no, ang, title nito ito mga kabarangay 'no, Happy Land Ballerino at iba pang mga kuwento. Ah, kailan mo 'to sinulat, Vitz, itong Happy Land Ballerino?
Sinulat ko po ito, binuo ko yung antolohiya na ito, I think it was August 2025?
Mhm.
I know, it was August 2024.
Hmm.
Kasi by by September 2024 po kasi there was a stage talk event na
Mhm.
hinaheld ng Papercut Books, which
Mhm.
nagdadala si Ma'am Kat ng Papercut Books ng producers to talk about pitching scripts and stories for film concepts, gano'n. So,
Mhm.
yeah, I was able to write 8 stories and para lang sa paghanda sa pag-pitch sa event na iyon. So,
Mhm.
yeah, actually, I just wanted to share na during this event, I was able to pitch one story, which is Happy Land Ballerino, which is a title story of this anthology. And
Mhm.
on the spot, I was given two options by the producer and the publisher. Either the producer buys the concept on the spot,
Mhm.
or ipapublish ko muna yung anthology as a book. So, it is quite ha medyo maganda rin may ibenta kaagad, ang kaso lang siyempre maliit lang yung kita as
Mhm.
a film concept. Tapos hindi pa siya copyrighted kasi it is just a concept pa lang. So, I decided
Hmm.
to i-publish na lang siya kasi, it is
Mhm.
safer because, siguradong maitatak na yung story yung pangalan mo, and there
Mm.
might be a chance na mas malaki yung babayaran sa iyo 'pag
Mhm.
i i-expand siya, either film or what, for any other
Okay.
opportunities for
Mhm.
it as an intellectual property. But
Mhm.
some of the stories in the collection were, I think a couple of them were written around pre-pandemic period kasi I was trying to submit stories to what do you call this? Publishing what do you call this? Story competition.
Mhm.
Pero hindi nanalo, so nilagay ko na lang dito sa collection na ito, which yeah, I think it's a good decision para
Mhm.
para ma-expose yung mga kwento.
Okay, so etong Happy Land Ballerino at iba pang mga kwento is published by Paper Cut Books, no? That's your publisher, Paper Cut
Yes.
Books. And saan available itong
Mhm.
book
Yes.
na ito, Vince?
Ngayon mabibili siya sa Lazada, mahahanap din po siya sa papercutbooks.com, yung mismong website ng publishing company.
Mhm.
And in sa fully booked branches din, pero selected fully booked branches here in Manila. And
Mhm.
dati I have copies sana of my books kaso lang wala na, naubos na. Actually last Philippine Readers and Writers Festival, it was sold out, the copies that is
Mm.
for National Bookstore.
Mm.
So yeah, the moment yeah, those
Mhm.
are the places or spots or branches kung saan mahanap po yung yung store, yeah, this book.
Mhm. Okay. So, talk to us your writing regimen, no? Yung ano yung mga yung ano yung typical day na magsusulat ka. Meron ka bang mga ritual? Meron ka bang oras na very creative kasi ganitong oras? Talk to us through your writing regimen, Vince.
Um, I think what I do is wala akong like specific schedule or
Mhm.
uh technique or something, pero ang ma-share ko lang kasi I get inspiration from kung anong biglang pumasok sa isip ko. Sinusulat ko kaagad sa notebook or something tulad ng ganito, yan nilalagay ko diyan. Tapos
Mm.
that is one way sa isang ko, nilalagay ko lang sa notebook para mabalikan ko in the future kung sakaling
Mhm.
madadagdagan ko kung paano ko siya i-expand.
Mhm.
And the others naman, I get it from kung anong nakikita ko sa paligid ko,
Mhm.
kumukuha ako ng inspirasyon doon. Lalo na dito sa libro na ito na Happy Land Ballerino at iba pang kwento. Yeah, sige, I will talk about kung paano, ano bang regimen ko sa pagsusulat ng mga kwentong dito. Actually, galing
Mm.
siya sa, ah, kakalipat-lipat ko ng location dito sa Manila
Ah.
at dito sa Pilipinas. They're actually yes po, they're actually stories na parang, ay interesado kasi dati, lagi akong dumadaan sa isang parang red light district sa EDSA TAF. So,
Hmm.
whenever I saw something interesting, may bata na batang babae na Pilipina siya tingnan medyo, pero alam mo green yung mata. So what if what may be the story of this person, sinusulat ko. And then 'pag may nadaan akong bata na, ay ganito siya magsalita, tapos ganito yung environment niya, tapos alam
Mhm.
mo tigasin pa rin sa ganitong edad, so sinusulat ko and, and then 'pag may 'pag may nakikita akong tawag dito, itong senaryo na ito na kung saan ako dati nakatira sa tapat ng sementeryo,
Mhm.
and I encounter tapos ito yung mga nakikita kong mga sitwasyon nila, which ma medyo parang kahit anong interesting na, para sa akin sinusulat ko siya sa then binabalikan. And then I I can say that I am an experimental writer. Kasi
Mhm.
lahat ng mga ginagawa ko it is something more on me being curious of the unknown. What if ito'y mangyari. Tinitingnan ko lang kung ano ba, kahit ano ba ang pagkakadugtong ng dalawang elementong hindi magkakabagay. So parang dinudugtong ko lang siya.
Mhm.
And yan yung mostly na ginagawa ko sa mga stories ko. And lahat ng lahat ng sinusulat ko kasi it's more on me discovering mga bagay na hindi ko pa masyadong kabisado. So one of the one of the part of my regimen is doing research, doing immersion, going to places, lalo na dun sa Barangay Happyland, pumunta ako dun mismo, just to
Mhm.
really see the place in person and
Mm.
then ma-assimilate what is the feel of the environment dun sa lugar na iyon.
Mhm.
So, yeah, I think research and pagiging curious and just putting down any random thoughts and just
Mhm.
learning how to combine them.
Okay. That's good advice, no?
Yeah, mahaba.
Research
Magsasalita.
and
Yeah.
how to combine them and also research. Yung
Yes.
binanggit mo, may tunay na barangay Happy Land talaga? Meron talagang barangay Happy Land? Is that what you're
Yeah,
saying? Saan yan? Saan?
yes. Meron sa barangay, ano, ay, hindi barangay. Sa Tondo iyon, sa tapat mismo ng yung pier doon sa ano,
Mhm.
malapit sa
Mm.
Intramuros, sa tapat ba ng Intramuros,
Okay.
doon po banda. Doon yung parang ah dito po yung dito po yung Barangay Happyland, Barangay Aroma, at saka bakit pinili ko 'tong lugar na ito kasi nagtataka ako kung bakit maraming dayuhang pumupunta rito, which is quite mapapaisip ka kasi siyempre it is a very,
Mm.
ko it's a very impoverished land kasi yung mga tao doon is they're living on
Mm.
top of a trash field, parang landfill, gano'n. And
Mhm.
foreigners are flocking there, taking videos, makikita
Mm.
yun sa YouTube. And ako, like, I was I developed fascination on this place for naging obsessed ako sa lugar na ito for how many months bago 'to nagawa ng story, I think for about 3 months or
Mm.
so at hindi ko alam kung
Mm.
bakit.
Mm.
So, yeah.
Na
So,
nakakaintriga tuloy na ano, na ano ba yung
I was
kwento
given
ng
an
Happy
parang
Land?
pasok, "What if gamit mo 'tong lugar na 'to?" Yeah, there is a bit, para sa akin, the combination of this place, Barangay Happyland, and the concept of ballet, which is a very high status activity or venture. 'Pag iko-combine mo is there's a clash of, you know,
Mhm.
um, the idea and this an idea are just quite contrasting with each other. So, pinipilit ko siya i-combine and I am proud na nagawan ko 'to ng bridge at nagawa ng istorya which nagustuhan ng isang director dito sa Pilipinas. Siya yung
Mhm.
actually glad, nagustuhan ng producer, nagustuhan ng isang producer kung bakit na-publish 'tong librong ito
Mhm.
at nagustuhan ng isang kilalang director dito sa Pilipinas. So, yeah.
Mhm.
Wala pa namang progress, pero yeah, that is one of the things, parang isang ehemplo ng kwento ito sa lahat ng nakasulat o nakahanay sa librong ito na Happyland Ballerina Iba Pang Kwento. Parang gano'n yung dating ng ibang mga kwento dito sa collection na ito. Which
Okay.
all are
So
controversial combinations of, yeah.
okay. So how many stories are there in the Happy
Mhm.
Land Ballerino? Ilang kwento 'yun?
Ah, there are actually 8 stories po. And
Mhm.
these stories tells about Filipino the current Filipino socioeconomic status dito sa Pilipinas in the perspective of children, of young eyes. And
Mhm.
these are stories about kids, they are to be written by adults kasi medyo malapit siya sa katotohanang nangyayari dito sa Pilipinas, which is syempre reality is not good, so the stories are reflecting what is happening here
Mhm.
currently, and it is quite explicit, parang gano'n. It's not children, but it's not for children, it's for adults, the collection of the
Mhm.
stories.
Okay.
So
Now,
'yun po.
Vits, ah, ano ang mga niluluto mo? Ano ibig sabihin, ano ang mga upcoming, projects mo that, you are working on, na nire-research mo? Meron na bang susunod na libro, Vits?
Um, yeah, currently may sinusulat akong hindi, a novel which is currently and, I think it is a travel fiction novel, and,
Mhm.
it covers multicultural perspectives and, characters dito sa kuwentong ito. It has at least 7 protagonists of different cultures and backgrounds, and,
Mhm.
because I grew up in Saudi, and
Mm.
I have early exposure to different cultures hanggang ngayon, gano'n. So, what if I try to write stories that reflects clashing of different multicultures, and
Mhm.
paano paano ba sila makikibagay sa isa't isa. That is one of the novels. And then I am working on stories for Jusex Manila, which is a science fictionology with Filipino flavors. Naka-focus pa rin siya dito sa Pilipinas. And
Mhm.
I am working as a narrative designers for games, and yeah, and yeah, I think it's one of the yeah, that's the those are the things that I'm currently working on at the moment po.
Mhm. Alright. So, what would be your yung advice mo dun sa mga gustong magsulat o nagsusulat na? What would be your advice aside from yung binanggit mo, yung research and then yung point of view? So, what would you be advising,
Mhm.
budding writers, Vits?
For me, I think you have to stay curious. It is you want to write with what you know, but if you want to learn about yourself as a writer, and a person living with other people in this society, I think you have to stay curious and be open minded with ideas, or you have to stay curious. You have to just embrace that you do not know everything, and just seek the unknown. Parang ganun yung ano ko. Seek the
Mhm.
unknown, and learn to maging aware sa environment, learn to people, listen to yourself na rin,
Mhm.
and inspiration is just everywhere. And I think a writer has to focus on what he has to contribute to the society as a writer.
Mhm.
I think it is because writing a story is some kind of a responsibility na rin. Anong gusto mong ipahayag sa mga tao? Well, marami namang like you can write anything smart, but smart ba, or something that is funny, or something that is, or you want to just give inspiration, or you just want to tell a love story. And but in those things you have to uh give something to your readers also, kahit about yourself, or just connect with your readers. And yeah, that's for me. I am a curious person
Mhm.
po kasi, so that is my yeah, just stay curious, just embrace the unknown, and parang responsibilidad na rin yung pagsusulat.
Okay, very well said, Vitz, very well said. Kausap po natin ang author po ng Happy Land Ballerino at iba pang mga kwento na published by Paper Cut Books. Available po siya sa Shopee at sa Lazada. At pwede rin pong puntahan nyo yung website ng Paper Cut Books at nandoon. At some selected fully booked bookstores, no? At sayang hindi ako nakakuha ng nakabili ng kopya nung nagkita tayo. Pero sasabihin ko sa mga kapatid ko na bumili sila para suportahan, no. Alam niyo mga kabarangay, nagkita kami ni Vitz nung nasa Pilipinas ako couple of months ago. Nag-lunch kami sa may UP Asian Center, no, yung ano nga yung restaurant, Vitz, kalimutan ko na. Yung kasama ko si
Iniisip ko rin kung ano yun.
Parang pero masarap pa yung pagkain,
Mesa?
no?
Parang
Hindi Mesa, hindi Mega Mall yung
mahal
Mesa.
lang.
Basta sa anyway, we had a wonderful conversation, no? Kami ni Vitz, si Kylie, tapos sino pa isang kasama natin? Yung kasama ni Kylie. Nakalimutan na.
That was Jen or parang
Oo nga eh. At
parang
ako natuwa.
pinsan
ni Kylie, no. Si Kylie was also a writer and mag-i-schedule din ako ng podcast kay Kylie. At inuna ko muna si Vitz. So it was a pleasure meeting you guys, no. Sabi ko nga ang dami kong napulot na yung tidbits of information and nuggets of wisdom na sa mga kabataan na kasama ko. Kaya all the best sa iyo, Vitz, no. Pasensya na sa mga tagapanood natin dahil medyo choppy yung signal namin, pero we're trying to make it as much as possible, no. So ingat ka diyan dahil maulan-ulan, and looking forward to your next yung book, no. And also the other things that you're doing. So itong magiging pelikula, itong Happy Land Ballerino at iba pang mga kwento, no. Habang kinukwento ni Vitz, parang naiintriga ako, parang gusto ko nang basahin itong So nasa Lazada at sa Shopee po at sa Paper Cut Books website ang libro. So thank you so much, Vitz, para dito sa podcast natin.
Thank you din po, Kuya.
Ito yung para sa ating yung paggunita ng Buwan ng Wika. So this is our small contribution ng ating podcast through the thoughts, the books, and the ideas of Vitena, si Vitz Vivar. Thank you so much. At sa ngalan po ni Vitz, nagpapasalamat din ako sa ating mga listeners and viewers na pinayagan nyo kami na pumasok sa inyong mga tahanan, sa inyong mga puso sa mga panahon nito para sa isang edisyon ng ating PhD channel, ang Philippine Diversity Channel, napapanood po sa YouTube. Maraming salamat. Thank you, take care, and God bless. Goodbye for now.